Yesterday, I had a conversation with one of my mentees, one of my clients inside my coaching business. And I see this all the time in financial services, particularly in mortgage brokering. You know, no matter what industry you're in, going from employed to self-employed is a huge milestone and a massive, massive jump. It takes a big mindset shift. But I've been having conversations, as I mentioned, with my mentee yesterday who had a fear around recruitment, that next big milestone in your journey. You know, you have incremental ones between going self-employed and taking on that first recruit, getting your first lead, making your first sale, invoicing your first client, overcoming your first objection, turning a no into a yes. All of these are absolutely awesome milestones that you need to focus on and need to reflect on because they're big. But the next major one is that first step into recruitment. And immediately that fear brain goes, it's another wage, it's another cost, it's another expense. How am I going to get that back? But stop focusing on doing everything yourself, because that's what's going to keep you trapped. Now, the advice that I gave to my client yesterday was, how's your business been for the past 3 months? Are you earning enough? Have you got profit? Are you noticing that you are at your full capacity in relation to the job that you are doing on a day-to-day basis? The answer was yes. Can you do any more business? No. How much protection is currently sat on your desk that you could submit? Are you having deep enough, long enough conversations with your clients? Or are you just focusing on moving from mortgage to mortgage to mortgage to product to product to product to client to lead, rather than actually focusing on, this is the person sitting in front of me and I should be putting as much time, energy, and effort into that one individual as possible? It's a mistake that I see so often. The fear around recruitment is real. I've had it too. I've been where you have been. But like me, you have to overcome that. You have to have the support, the coaching, the mentoring, the guidance, the reassurance that you're making a good decision. Now, as I said to another client yesterday in a coaching session, separate client, completely different entity. He's actually got an advisor and 2 administrators. And it was, what's my next move? What's the next thing that I should be thinking about? So we spoke about the journey and what he's currently doing and where he's spending his time, still booking in his own appointments, still chasing client documents, still keying his decision in principles, still keying the mortgage applications. That's 4 areas that are vital that you get rid of, that someone else can do for you. And when you get rid of those, what do you do with your time was the question. You invest it into driving the business forward. You invest it into understanding more, learning about business, learning about marketing, driving the sales performance, measuring, monitoring, and managing the KPIs. Now, the transition and why I do coaching is the mindset shift. And I had to go through this too, and it's a challenge. You move from transactional day-to-day thinking into transformational big picture growth thinking. You move from doing 4,000 or 1,000 a week doing a mortgage application. You know, our average deal is 3,250. You move from doing 1 mortgage a week, which might earn you from anything from 1,000 to, you know, £3,000, to moving to £100,000 a year tasks, £200,000 a year tasks, because the energy and effort and the marketing and the business development that you do today is going to pay you in 3, 6, 9, 12 months. And it's a huge transformational mindset shift, because you have to go from being so focused on transactional sales on a day-to-day basis into transformational business thinking, where the results and the outcomes don't come immediately. But when those results and those outcomes come, they come in waves, and they're not adding an extra £1,000 a week. They're adding an extra £100,000 a year. And this is something that you have to focus on. But if you've never done it before, much like going self-employed, it's a much, much bigger jump, because you technically could do nothing. but it's what you do with that time that drives the business forward, that drives more results. This is something that I help my clients to overcome. It's why I have my process of 6 steps to 6 figures, where we show you the journey that you can go on, the roadmap and the blueprint that makes life super simple and super easy. It's why I have the 6-step coaching to help the business owners who are at the right level to take things to the next phase, managing the team, delegating to the team. There's incremental stages of business growth. You go from 1 to 3, 3 to 10, 10 plus. You have to transition your brain. You have to transition your mindset. You have to transition your day-to-day working. You have to focus on working 1 day a week on the business. And that was the advice that we came up with yesterday for the second client that I spoke to. The first one was transitioning into taking on his first employee. The second was taking on the, 4th employee. And they're different phases. They're different mindset shifts. And if that's something that you need assistance with and you want to have all the resources, all the outcomes, all the results, all the support, the guidance, the accountability, the roadmap, the tools, the techniques, the systems, the processes, then I'd love to support you on implementing that and going through those huge milestones. Let's build a 6-figure and beyond business together. Let me help you overcome these challenges. Inside 6 steps to 6 figures is everything that I wished I had back in 2016 when I started in mortgages all over again. In fact, it's everything I wish I had in 2006 when I went self-employed. What it takes to go from 5 to 6 and 6 to 7 figures isn't just about the tools, the tactics, and the strategies. It's also about the mindset. It's also about overcoming procrastination. It's about removing overwhelm and stress so that you can take yourself to the next level, that you can do it at the right time, that you overcome that fear of, oh my God, I've got an expense in staff, in people. Whereas actually you're gaining time. And what do you do with that time? You invest it into higher value activities that drive more results for you and your business. If you want to come and join 6 steps to 6 figures and take away all the stress, the overwhelm, and the frustration of going from 6 to 7 figures, or even 5 to 6 figures, or even 4 to 5 figures, I'd love to absolutely support you. All you got to do is comment in 6 steps. I'll send you the link. You can come and join us. We go live on Friday. It'll be great to welcome you to take everything to new heights. Have a fantastic day. Remember, now's the time to become pro.